Hi, Philip from TW White & Sons. We've been lucky enough to purchase this beautiful 2019 on a 19 plate Mazda CX-5 2 litre 165 PS Sport Nav Plus, finished in machine grey. It's had one owner from new and it's only done 7,500 miles. We'll clarify the exact mileage once we look inside the vehicle. These are becoming incredibly hard to source, these CX-5s, just to give you a current update of the market. New car deliveries are very sparse at the moment, so hence a low mileage pre-owned example such as this, even though it is 2019, makes it an extremely attractive proposition versus new. It's in lovely colour, very highly spec car, keyless entry. You've got alloy wheels, obviously, parking sensors at the rear, and you also have an electronic tailgate here. So really high spec vehicle, and the inside of it, if you look at the condition of the boot area, the tailgate area, it's all unmarked. You've got everything underneath here, the pump kit, BOSE sound amplifier, towing eyes, etc. It's all there. You've got split rear seat facility. You can easily take those seats down with this. I'm sorry about the light here, but these levers here will take the seats down, so you don't have to lean over, and it's got this really useful retractable load area cover all in place. So an electric tailgate car, really high spec, 7,500 miles, makes it a really great alternative to buying a new one. Will come with a year's Mazda approved warranty. You can see inside here the condition of this vehicle is fully commensurate with its low mileage. Minimal signs of wear to this beautiful black leather interior, which is stitched, and then this extends over to door cards. You've got electric windows, electric power folding door mirrors, and sitting inside the car, the first thing we come to, this minor array of switches, which obviously you've got your electric tailgate here, traction control, lane departure warning system, iStop, Mazda stop start technology, and parking sensors. Down beneath here, really useful, very clearly marked as well, so ergonomically this car is superb. Bonnet release and petrol flap release. So it's keyless entry, so if we just dip the clutch here, we'll show you a few more controls. Dip the clutch to where the radio normally comes blasting out, so do forgive me if that happens. You've got very clear instrumentation in front of you. On the left hand side you've got tachometer, rev counter. You'll also have speedometer in the centre, obviously, a fuel gauge, and temperature gauge above that. You've also got this very useful trip meter and sort of fuel computer arrangement on the right hand side. Multifunction steering wheel will include, on the left hand side here, integrated Bluetooth with voice control, and you've got master volume control. Well, you've got a volume control here which will control your stereo volume. When you're on the phone to somebody, it will increase or decrease that volume. This info button, which if I press, you'll see this display alter here, but you've got 2 trip meters. You can zero everything. The MPG you're getting out of this at the moment, according to these statistics, is 34.9, but please do not pay any attention to that. That depends on the way in which this vehicle has been driven. You'll get a lot more out of that. Of one of these should be approaching towards 40 MPG. On the right hand side here, you've got, as is synonymous with these Plus models, you're getting intelligent cruise control, radar cruise control, which detects the car if there's build up of traffic, and it will alter the speed accordingly. So radar cruise control. And beyond that here, you've got auto wipers with variable speed on the intermittent, and auto lights here on the other side with your front and rear fog lights as well. It's got blind spot monitoring, this car, which means you've got the little indicators in the mirrors that tell when somebody's in your blind spot. So it's a really high spec vehicle, this. Let's just look at some of the heater controls, etc. on this. Just adjust that accordingly. But briefly down here, you've got dual air conditioning system, which means that the passenger can adjust their temperature on their air conditioning independently of the driver, or you can adjust them both together. It's adjusting them both together. Take it off sync and you'll see that you can adjust that independently of the driver. On here, heated seats, driver and passenger, heated rear window, demist, recirc button, taking air from the outside in, air conditioning obviously, fan speeds and where you want the air to go, directional control. As I say, some people will just dial in the temperature, hit auto button, it will do it all for you automatically. Another really useful feature, heated steering wheel. 6-speed manual gearbox, which is a delight to use. Very, very simple. I have a manual CX-5 and driving around town is more than feasible and very easily done. The transmissions on these Mazdas throughout our entire range is second to none, and they're noted for being, you know, driver involved and very, very slick in their changes. Down beneath here, electronic handbrake with auto hold facility. You've got the main navigation wheel and master control for the volume. The master control for the volume adjusts the stereo, etc., but you can also, as I've said earlier, adjust it from the steering wheel. Center here, and you'll have to excuse me due to the light, but in the center here you've got your main Mazda entertainment center, for want of a better word, and it's touchscreen when you're stationary, but you have to adjust it when you're on the move through this wheel. The reason for that is a safety related feature, which you want to keep your eyes on the road as opposed to on that center screen. So you just adjust it for the reasons for this presentation. I'll adjust it using the main navigation wheel. So home screen here, and the first thing obviously is phone, integrated Bluetooth with voice controls. No phone wired to it as yet. You just Bluetooth your phone to it, simple as that. Stereo controls, you got FM, AM, DAB, the apps for AHA and Stitcher, so it's really well spec'd. Back to the home screen, applications, fuel economy monitor, really useful. Got Mazda's iStop, that's all reset now, but iStop, if you turn up at if you come to some traffic lights, they're red and the car is iStop ready under the correct conditions, the engine will cut out, engage gear again, and it will cut in very simply. So it's excellent for the environment, gives you maximum amount of fuel efficiency as well. Vehicle status monitor, warning guidance, that's for stuff like when you're very low on fuel. Maintenance here, we will have to service this, saying oil change at 20%, so the car will be fully serviced for the next owner. But a really nice low mileage vehicle. And I would just point out, this car, according to this, has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which at that time was an option. Let us just clarify this before we go any further on this. Really well spec car if it has. They're an option. Yes, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so if you plug your phone into this using the USB sockets, of which there's a plethora of these, you'll get all the icons on the screen. You'll be able to access things like Waze navigation and Spotify. Really, really useful. Now normally of this year of vehicle, that was an option. This car's fitted with it. Back to the home screen. So we've done radio, satellite navigation, that's showing it in its nighttime mode and its daytime mode, give it a bit clearer display here. It is that. You can find an address through town or postcode, set up favourites, look at your history, navigate your way home, etc. Really, really good spec. The other useful thing, sorry, I'll just get back into this navigation and show you this. Another really useful feature on this is, just take out the hidden buttons, that's it. Go to places nearby. If you wanted to find stuff like, set a category, and you wanted to find stuff like parking close by, you just set that as a category, search the area around here, and it comes out with a list of places to go, and you obviously just press those and it'll take you to one of those so you can park. There are other categories such as restaurants, banking facilities, etc. So here we have settings, add disp, and I won't show it on this through my phone, through this camera, because it won't come up clearly, but it's very clear from where I'm at. This car has a colour head-up display which also pulls through the navigation signal, so you can make adjustments for that head-up display and colour through height, brightness, rotation, display information, you see, navigation signal, so you can display that through there. Display we're looking at, you can adjust that through auto day and night modes, and safety. This has got everything, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist system, smart city brake support, distance recognition support system, sound, bass, treble, fader, balance, guidance, volume for the satellite navigation. BOSE Centerpoint gives you a more immersive experience, sound experience as the driver. BOSE Audio Pilot will adjust the level of the sound to compensate for any road or engine noise. Clock 12 or 24 hours. Vehicle itself, you can adjust your door locks, walk away locking, for example, which this has, so you walk away with the keys in your pocket, the doors will lock automatically. You can turn that on or off. You can also adjust things like your keyless lock beep volume. So real good attention to detail here by Mazda. You can adjust your indicator volume as well, whether you choose to have a 3-flash indicator or not. Moving to lighting here, you'll see you've got high beam control, adaptive front lighting, lights on volume, coming home light, leaving home light, auto headlights on, so it's got everything, this car. Devices, as I've said, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, a fully loaded vehicle. System, temperature to be read in centigrade or Fahrenheit, miles or kilometers for the distance. Now, let's go back to this home screen. I just want to check something. Yeah, reverse camera. So you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, BOSE Sound System, reverse camera, is a radar cruise control, blind spot monitoring, smart city brake support, lane departure warning system. This is such a high spec car, but it, not only being high specification, it's also beautifully finished. You've got an electric sunroof here as well. See that? Tilt slide glass electric sunroof with retractable sun blind. Really, really good specification. See? Place for your sunglasses. The car's unmarked, it's in beautiful condition. It just needs to go through our workshop, be serviced in accordance with manufacturer's recommendations, but a really high spec car. You've got some USB socketry here as well in the center. See the one with the little phone symbol? You plug your phone in there, and again with the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto facility, which was, as I say, an option. This car will come with 12 months Mazda approved warranty. At TW White & Sons will take any vehicle in part exchange, and we will be as competitive as the any of the companies advertising online or indeed on television. So it's a one-stop shop. You can come here, part exchange your car and buy a new one. There it is. The 2019 on a 19 plate Mazda CX-5 2-litre Sport Nav Plus manual. Finished in machine grey, 7,500 miles with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you want to find out any more about this vehicle, our showrooms are open 7 days a week, incidentally, and the car will be online, so do check it out on www.twwhiteandsons.co.uk. Thanks for watching.